Good morning, guys. Happy Tuesday. Welcome to the Fearless Morning Show. We are having confessions and conversations about your everyday life and finances. I hope everybody is having an amazing day. My name is Yamitra Jojo Waddell, the only Live Past Crazy specialist. So what better place to be than here with me? I hope you guys enjoyed the show yesterday. I hope you guys always get something out of the show. Let us know if you do. You know, like, what are you getting out of the show? Is it helping you with your thought processes? Is it helping you think things differently than you normally would be thinking about it? Is that helping at all? Let me know. I truly hope it is. It is our desire here on the Fearless Morning Show to do just that for you. As my friend says, it's not our job to feed into your doubts. It's our job to feed into your future and into your dreams. Good morning, Trenda. Okay, I sure will, Kim. I hadn't even, what's the dog's name? Lucy, Linda. What's her name, Trenda? Good morning. I sure will check it. Kim, give me just a little bit. As soon as the morning show is over, I will check it for you. And we will get this morning started. Layla. I knew it started with an L. See? I knew that part. It is warm already. Or maybe it's just me because I've been moving this morning. That's right. Lynn, I don't know why it won't let me add. It won't let me add Lynn for some reason. Let's try that one more time. How are the boys doing? How's everybody's summer going? Like my summer, as Lynn is getting ready to come in, let me just say so you guys know, that I wanted to dye my hair purple, and it came out red-ish and not purple. So at least I tried. And you can't even see the color unless you're in the sun. So I just assumed, I didn't know that would happen. I didn't realize how dark my hair was. Excuse me. And somebody said I had to kind of bleach it first. And I'm not trying to put I did good to put chemicals in it. So I'm not trying to put all kind of chemicals in it. When is it letting you? Because I keep hitting approve. And it won't let me. Send me another one, Lynn. I closed that one out. Send another one and see if that works. Hopefully it will. If you guys, I hope you guys caught the show on yesterday. I hope you've been sharing it on show. I talked about, is your craziness the source of your tiredness? You know, you're always tired. You're always exhausted. Could it be that your crazy is doing that for you? Like, is your crazy allowing you to be tired all the time? You know, those people that can't seem to get it together because they're always sleeping. Girl, I'm so exhausted. Yeah, I know, but I didn't have the time. And then I wasn't going to do it. I was like, let me just try this myself. And then they are so expensive, Trenda. They are so expensive. As Lynn is coming in, let's see if we're going to get Lynn in. Finally.
I know, right? Good morning, y'all. Facebook is just tripping. I can't have the comments on the screen for some reason. If I had the comments on the screen, it wouldn't allow me to join you.
Oh, really?
And you knew your hair ain't gonna turn purple without
Let me
you know
tell
any
y'all,
chemicals on it.
y'all gotta go on my Bare Your Hair Instagram. I bought violet purple. Like I bought the brightest purple I could get. And I let it sit in there longer than the 25 minutes it said. My shirt's purple. I got a little on the sink, a little bit on the floor. I tried. So Courtney and Rose is like, oh my God, your hair is gonna be too purple. Like they had me scared. You're not gonna be able to go to work tomorrow because your hair looks unicorn purple. I was like, oh, what have I done to myself? What have I done? And Courtney was like, you know what? You just gotta go with it now, mommy. Just rock with it. It's gonna be purple. And we were already
Right.
doing it when I rinsed it out. And Courtney's like, well, where's it at? I was like, really? Really?
Awesome sauce. Well, you know what? If you ever want to go back and redo it, I know the perfect lady who can do it. She is killer with color.
Mm-hmm.
And her name is Crystal. I mean, and she can do like the rainbow, you know, those rainbow color
Yeah.
posts like you would see
Yeah.
on Facebook.
Yeah,
When
I
you
wanted some of
purpley
that.
smooth the hair, you can see all the different rainbow colors. She can do that to you. So I
That's
know
what
she can
I
get you.
want.
She can do that for you. But the thing about it is because your hair is natural and has been natural all this time, ooh, you really gonna have to take care of that, baby, because it's gonna be some tough,
Yes, because I had
manipulation that you're
colored it
just not
one
used
time
to.
before, and I put in the color that you have on the tips of your hair, but it
Uh-huh.
couldn't show. It did not show up in my hair at all. But the chemical dries your hair out, so that meant
Yes.
extra work. Okay. Anyway, yes,
Right.
friend, I know it costs to get it done, and I may break down and get it, but we'll see. Anyway, let's go, Lena. We are on a timeline this morning.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, guys. We're on a time crunch this morning because I got to get out of here. We're going over to the tax lien sale this morning. So we're going to make it do what it do, talking about building wealth. So the quote this morning, guys, time only has value when it intersects with energy. And that's by Jim Lear. Time only has value when it intersects with energy. So what type of energy are you putting out there, guys? Are you out there all
Willy
what was it?
nilly.
ER. Back in the day, you remember ER on Winnie the Pooh? I'm sorry, right? He was all slow and lackadaisical in everything that he did. Or you like Tigger, you putting it out there all over the place.
All the place.
Guys, let me apologize in advance for all of the children's analogies. That's my world right now, being immersed in all these child things, but they work so perfectly. So I guess I should not apologize for that,
That's
right?
right.
So let's keep it moving this morning, guys. The topic this morning for our financial confession and conversation, and I'm so super. My energy is way up today, and some people say, "Girl, you always on 10." No, I'm not. I promise you, I'm not. But I'm super excited about sharing with people. And I want you to get the excitement because if I'm not excited, you're not going to be excited and you're not even going to sit there and listen to me. So true facts are facts, right? Mm-hmm. So let's go ahead and talk about today why people fail to become wealthy. Right? Why people fail to become wealthy? What are those things that we're doing to ourselves? What are the reasons
That's a
that we're
whole
blocking?
show. You could do
Girl.
2-3 podcasts on that one right there.
Right. You know it's in the works.
Wow.
Yes, why people fail to become wealthy. The number one thing, first and foremost, that I want to share with you, the number one reason that we as a people fail to become wealthy is we never clearly define what wealth means to us. You never clearly define what wealth means to you, so you don't have a true clue as to what it is. You don't know if you want to be out here like the housewives or if you want to be out here like they say, keeping up with the Joneses. I think keeping up with the Joneses is old school to this day. Everybody trying to keep up with the Kardashians and everybody else, right? So in looking at that, you have to truly define what wealth means to you because it doesn't mean the same thing to everyone. Yes? Can you go ahead
That's
and
a
read
new
that? What did it
sticky
say?
thing. You earned a sticky,
Okay.
Lynn.
Okay. So guys, in looking at this, define it for yourself, right? Define it in a way that's going to make you happy, that's going to make you be able to live the life that you want to live. And part of the mantra over here is create a better you. So what is it that you want? Not looking at what everyone else wants or what everyone appears to have, but what is it that you really want? What's truly going to make you happy in your life that brings you wealth? Dare I say, now you better go ahead and claim that thing, right? Claim those
Mm-hmm.
things in advance before it actually shows up in your life. See, that's how you call things into existence. I'm not going to get into a preaching mode this morning because we got to be off here by 7:45. But guys, call those things into existence in your life. Why? Because your words are powerful. You must know what you want. And then once you know it, you got to say it, right? And we heard all the time when we were growing up, I know we did in my house, name it and claim it. Right? You better name that thing and then claim it and then walk in it, walk in it, walk in it. So the next thing, guys, why do people not get wealthy? Because wealth for many is always a moving target. And why is it always a moving target? Because once you achieve a certain goal, you be like, man, I've achieved that goal, so let me get to my next goal. Let me do something else. I did that, right? And you're happy about the situation. You say, I did that, so now let me move to my next. So oftentimes, a lot of us will think, I know a lot of people that I've spoken to before, they were like, man, if I could just get 6 figures, my life will be all right. Let me tell you something, boo. 6 figures won't do it for you. 6 figures does not get you to the next. It doesn't allow you to build that. You can live a certain type of lifestyle. Yes, you can, but it's not the end all be all to everything. Most people think that that's their magic number. I'm here to tell you that it's not. Once you get it in, you start looking at the different things. And if you have not changed the current habits that you have, those habits multiply to match that 6-figure income. So you have to now recognize and realize, like I said, go back to number one. What is it that you really want? What is it that you really want that's going to allow you to continue to do this? And remember, it's always a moving target. We're always trying to get better, right? In everything that it is that we do. See, that's why I'm Lynn Demis, the America's #1 financial rebound coach, because I get this. And you say, well, Lynn, what about the rebound part? Because I know in your finances, we have ups and we have downs, right? You have things that go through, you have things that happen that show up in the midst of things. You on a roll. I know for me, we were on a roll, paying things off, and all of a sudden, bam, the AC goes out, bam, something happens with the car, bam. So then there's multiple thousands of dollars of things that have happened at one time that can be either a barrier that keeps you from going anywhere, or it could just be a speed hump that you got to slow down for a minute, go over it slowly, and then build your momentum back up. But it's up to you to decide. Once you know what it is that you want, you'll continue to keep moving. But if you don't know what it is, guys, you will not get it done.
You'll be looking for it.
Yes, exactly. Another reason, guys, that we do not become wealthy is some of us, we never start. I should drop the mic on that one. Some of us
Yes.
never start. We never start because we don't have an idea of where to go. We don't even seek the information to even get started. So we don't do anything. We won't move our feet. Remember, when I move, you move, just like
Just
that,
like that.
right? So you have to now figure out, guys, and get yourself to be intentional, be relentless, be whatever it is you need to be so you can get to your next. Because that is what's most important in building this wealth gang. Here, my little mini me, he keeps me going in building this wealth gang, guys. I am relentless. I am not gonna stop. And my little boo knows that, right? He knows that. And we're on top of this thing because it's important. We've defined what this looks like. We have a moving target. We know it's a moving target because we're going to meet certain things and we're going to have to change and adjust and stretch. So we understand that and we recognize it, guys. And that's what's very important to us. The next thing, guys, is people, sometimes you won't make it an absolute must that you build wealth. you won't make it a non-negotiable in your life. You won't set it as a priority because you've put everything else. You've put stuff in front of your destiny. You put stuff in front of you getting to your next. You put everybody else's stuff in the way of you being able to move to your next. So you got to now recognize and realize, guys, there are things that you must do. Things that you must do because no one else is going to do it for you. You must do, right? To become wealthy, baby. I need you to take that into, all right? So guys, you also, the number 6 thing, oftentimes the reason that we're not getting wealthy, guys, is we're not being realistic. You're not being realistic about what it is that you want. A lot of people say, oh yeah, I wish for the millions or I wish for the billions. You haven't even started a plan to get to your thousands yet. Come on, somebody. And you got to work through that thing. You got to work through what's your process, what's your plan. And I say it all the time. You got to have your yig, your mig, your wig, and your dig. What are you doing yearly, monthly, weekly, daily to get to that goal? Remember, your yig was your yearly investing goal. Your mig is your monthly investing goal. Your wig is your weekly investing goal. And your dig is your daily investing goal. Do you have those? See, that's how you become wealthy. That's how you build generational wealth. And that is a true part of your legacy, but we haven't defined it, guys. We don't know what we want. Mm-hmm. So you must, it's the non-negotiable. Figure this thing out and make it realistic. What are some realistic goals that you can now put into place that are going to allow you to get to your next? Because there's some things that has to happen first. Even in math class, they taught us there was an order of operations, right? And if you remember that from math class, and that was in middle school. Still remember. Operations. That transfers to your life, that transfers to your finances, that transfers into your relationships, that transfers into your crazy. There's an order of operations in everything that you do, but we fail to see that sometimes. Mm-hmm. And that is the reason why people fail to become wealthy. How am I doing on time, JoJo?
It's 7:33.
Okay, let me give you a couple of more of these. I won't get to all of them today, but I do want to give you some of these, guys. Is this helping anybody? I can't see the comments on the screen, but I do need you to know, guys, that these are things that are within our control if we accept the fact that they're in the control and within our control, and we believe within our heart of hearts that we can do something about it. See, if you don't believe it, then you're right. If you do believe it, then you're right, right? So ultimately, it's up to you to decide what it is that you're going to do and how you're going to do it and whether or not you're going to be successful in that thing, because just know things are going to arise, but it's up to you to decide, be determined that you are going to do this. And I love this weekend when we were at the Million Builders Boot Camp. The theme for the weekend is, are you deliberate? Are you deliberate in everything that you're doing, or are you just living your life by default? And I was like, dang, that cuts you deep. Are you deliberate? Are you intentional? Are you being relentless? Are you consistent? Are you doing the things that you need to do to get to your next, guys? Because this is real. Most of us over here still playing house in our lives, but this is real. Mm-hmm. And that's another reason, guys, that we don't get to the point where we build wealth. We don't get wealthy. And the last thing I'm going to say, guys, many of us, we fail to conduct our lives like a business, right? We fail to conduct our lives like a business. You say, well, Lynn, what are you talking about? A business looks at everything. We look at it in a business perspective. You looked at everything from the whole of a situation as opposed to, let me say that correctly, as opposed to little individualized compartments. You look at it as a whole. So there are different things in your life that you must look at as a whole. And then before the end of the year, a lot of us wait until the end of the year and say, okay, well, I'm going to make sure that I get things right. I didn't do anything. If you wait until the end of the year, you don't have time to go back and auto correct things. But if you have it set up where you can go back, look at it in the middle of the year and you say, wait a minute, I'm not on track. It's the middle of the year. Guess what? You still got time. You still have time to get it right, because now you can change course. You can get back on track. You can do some things differently. If you've been intentional with that, guys, that's why you got to have your yigs, your migs, your wigs, and your digs, right? You got to have those things in order. So, guys, those are the reasons that I'm telling you this morning. I'm Lynn Dimmons, America's #1 financial rebound coach, for a reason. That's not just something that I say. Right? And it's not just something that you'll be saying too once you work with me. So go over to bit.ly/talk2Lynn so we can help you to get to your next, guys. Get a financial assessment done. What are those things that you need to do so you can have your yigs, migs, wigs, and digs? So that you can get the things that you need to get to your next, guys, because we must be intentional in this game called life. We must be intentional. We must be relentless. We must be deliberate. Whatever your word is, you choose your word. You choose your word, and then you walk in that thing and you make it a reality for you. And you continue to walk in it until you get it. Yes, get your yigs, your migs, your wigs, and your digs. And for those of you who are just now joining, your yigs are your yearly investing goal. Your MIGs are your monthly investing goal. Your wigs are your weekly investing goal. Your digs are your daily investing goals. All right, guys, I'm Lynn Dimmons, America's #1 financial rebound coach. Yes, I said it, America's #1. And I'm passing it over to my co-host, Miss JoJo,
who is America's only Live Past Crazy
specialist.
So what better place to be than here with me? Lynn, our topics kind of coincide yet again. And I got to read this off my note because I don't want to I don't want y'all to hear this. And because a lot of times we question the way you think and your thought process. But think about this. If you want to free yourself, whatever your crazy may be, you must first become conscious enough to understand your predicament and commit yourself to the inner work of your freedom. All that simply says is, if you don't admit that you have a problem or that there's crazy in your life, and if you do not take the time to understand at what level of crazy you are on and commit to the work to get past crazy, it will have only one option, and that is to continue. You have got, if you want freedom for yourself, if you want to free yourself from the crazy lifestyle that you lead, if it's crazy women, crazy men, crazy relationships, crazy kids, job, whatever title you want to put on it, until you realize the predicament you've gotten yourself into or somebody else has put you into. And then here's the thing. Once you become conscious of that, hey, I'm living in crazy. Once you become conscious of that, then you decide what you want to do about it. Just because somebody put you there doesn't mean you have to stay there. It doesn't. My abuser kept me locked up for 2 years. Yeah, if I stayed, he would have killed me. And if I left, he would have killed me. So if I figured if I was going to die either way, I was going to die trying to be free. Do you understand? And then when you get to that, where this is the place where battles are won, where it's fight or flight, and you rather take that risk because anything has got to be better than the crazy you living right now. That's when you start commit and to understand, okay, I'm in this predicament, whether I put myself there or not. However, I need to get out of it. And when you be still and you talk to yourself and have that self-talk that says, hey, you know what, JoJo, this is all 20,000 ways of crazy. How you going to get past it? Stretch your mind a little bit. Your brain will give you the answer. It will give you a way out. But if you refuse to acknowledge that, you're never going to be free of that crazy. You'll find yourself 90 years old, still living in the same crazy you had at 20. Now, if that don't make you want to do something different, I don't know what will. Because there's got to, at what point are you going to be important enough for yourself to stop the crazy? So if you want to free yourself, you must first become conscious enough to understand your predicament and then do the work of it. Because once you become aware of it, you've got to do the work to get past it. Now, a
Right.
lot of people say it doesn't take all of that. It doesn't take the reading of the books. It doesn't take all of the praying. It doesn't take all that. You can go about it however you want to, boo. That's on you. All I'm saying is you got to get out of crazy, dog. You
Right.
can't keep living in crazy because eventually you're going to become so adapt to it that normal is then crazy to you. Does that make sense?
Mm.
You've been living
Yes.
in crazy for so long that once you step outside of it, you think the new stuff is crazy because you don't know life without chaos. If your life is in chaos and you be like, look, I don't even know how to stop doing you get, yeah, you're right, Charlene says you got to do something. You're right, you've got to do something, and that
Right.
something is up to you. Period.
Yes.
The thoughts will come. Remember when I said when you got to stop saying I don't know, because as soon as you say I don't know, your brain immediately stops working because that it assumes that is the answer. You don't know. So it's like, oh, okay, so that's the answer we're going with. Cool. I ain't got to do no more work. But if you ask for an answer, your brain and the good Lord will provide it for you. I promise you. Now, here's another thing. You can't be afraid of the answer that you're going to get either.
Now you better say that. That's a mouthful right there. Some of y'all gonna be scared of the answer that comes to you. You're gonna be like, wait a minute, Lord, is that really you? Or is that the devil telling me to do that, right?
Oh
You're
yeah,
gonna
and so
question it.
here's the thing: you be like, now is that JoJo talking, or is that the Lord talking? Now,
Right?
tell it to me again, so I make sure that I know that you told me that you told me I can't go. He can't be my boyfriend no more. They can't be my friend no more. Jesus, you really didn't mean that. Oh, you mean
Now,
I
this what
can't go
we
to the
say.
Dollar Tree no more? What? And
We
they
be
just
like,
opened one up on my street. Lord Jesus, test me every day.
yes. We be like, Lord, give me a sign. We sitting out here waiting on a burning bush. And ain't no more bushes burning, right?
Right,
Yes,
you waiting on the
God.
sign, and the Lord is slapping you upside the head, like, "Girl, I done told you." And it
Yes.
comes. Listen, y'all know when the Lord talking to you. You know when it's not you. You know when the Lord talking to you because it's that very thing that you know in your core you need to do. It's that conversation you have with your friend. You're like, "Girl, I know I need to leave that man alone. I know I need, but now on his defense." Now, so when
Right.
you get to that part, let me tell you, Charlene, Jesus is testing my faith on my walk this here day. Because I went to the Family Dollar store and the woman said, "Oh, we're closing. It's 50% off." I restrained and didn't buy the whole store. Number two, she said, "We'll open up in 2 weeks and we're going to be a Dollar Tree." I said, "I can't ever come on this side of town again because I will dollar myself right back into that $7,000 hole." Do you understand it? Again, once you become conscious of it, then you understand you got to do something about it. Period. All right,
Yes.
guys, for my birthday, listen, I ain't took my birthday balloons down yet. I know, listen, I'm holding on. I'm yet still holding on. My kids are like, "Mama, I'm not taking them down to the wind is out of them, but that's okay. Listen, for my birthday, I'm going to hold this out to July 9th. For anybody that missed it, you can still get my reading list for free that where I tell people these are the books I read to get me past crazy. These books are not hard reading, like, ooh, they so deep. These are very easy reading books,
Yeah.
but they will make you think. So go check them out. And guys, we got to get out of here because it is time to go. Make sure you share this video. Please, if your friends and family do not have Facebook, that's our YouTube channel. Our videos are loaded every day and they have titles. So you can pick a title for your friends and family to listen to. My title's on there, Lynn's title is on there. Yes, no, that's right. Faith Fist. Is it not working? It should be working. Let me try. It should be working. Faith Fist. Yeah, that's it, because my next book is a thin line between faith and fist. So that's my next little thing that's coming up. So you guys get used to hearing that right there. So thank you, Miss Trenda. So guys, make sure you share the video. Make sure you share the morning show. Make sure you go to the Be Fearless Morning Show page. We have Lynn and I posting there all the time, tips and information that you need as well. So you can find us everywhere. Lynn, anything else you want to say before I close us out?
Guys, just make sure that you go ahead and be intentional. Go ahead and define what it is that you want, not only in your life as far as your finances, but in your life in general. Know what it is that you want and live life on purpose. I know it sounds cliche, but it's something that we must do. And you will recognize once you have that goal in mind, you got something to jump up and get ready and go for. You don't have to worry about hitting that
like you was excited to get up and go to the club back in the day.
Now, okay.
I was excited.
Okay.
Yeah,
that same exuberance that you had back then, get it back, y'all.
Get
and
it
just
back.
like the song tells us, I want it all back. Everything that's been stolen from me, I want it all back. That's how you take it back. That's how you get to your next. All right, guys. Lynn Dim is America's #1 financial rebound coach. Yes, I said it, America's #1. We thank you for spending your time with us each and every day, because time is your most precious commodity that you'll never get back. Thank you so much for joining us.
And we thank you guys for joining. My name is Yamiche JoJo Waddell, the only Live Past Crazy specialist. So what better place to be than here with me? And I love that song, Lynn. But also make sure, guys, he might not have stolen it. You might have gave it to him.
Then that part.
And if you gave it to him, you still need to go get it back. But like, excuse me, that's mine. Let me have it back. Because sometimes we willingly and freely give over and give in to our crazy. So then nobody's feeling. All right, guys, have a great Tuesday. I think, Lynn, you and both of us was on 10,000 today.
Hey, it works.
It doesn't matter. Well, Charlene, I hope you get the time and that. Huh?
It's Independence Week.
Oh, that's
so
what it is.
We got to help some people get free.
We about to be free.
Yes, we got to get some people.
I'm just saying. We is free.
Right? Exactly. Right. Walking in it.
All right, guys, have a great day. Thank you, Charlene, for getting up and joining us. Make sure you share the video. Make sure you like the Fearless Morning Show page. Go to our YouTube channel. We have over 125 videos over there, so you can binge watch the Fearless Morning Show. And we will see you here bright and early in the morning. Have a good one.
Signing off.